Let's open to what's coming through for the collective today. Hello, Spirit speaking. This is a sacred space for listening, healing, and remembering. Take what resonates and allow the rest to pass by gently. Let's begin. We'll start with the channeled message for today. Thanks to all of you that have taken time to reconnect with my divine guidance as well as with one another. This collective group of souls has grown in strength and numbers. It pleases me that you have all come together to make a difference in the quality of your lives and for others on the planet. You show the way of the beauty on this path towards self-realization. So many of you here have had multiple life experiences. I have taught you what you will and will no longer accept in this life. It has become increasingly clear to you what type of human being you would like to be. Through many trials and tribulations and forging of your inner self, you now realize the importance of being authentic. Your newfound inner strength and self-love have created a space for the new you to come to light. All of the beauty that has been hidden underneath the dust and debris that life has brought has been clearing slowly. It's becoming so clear that you are ready to take the next steps towards perfecting and polishing what you have achieved. You see, this is a process that you will go through time and time again. You will continuously polish and hone the beautiful rough gemstone hidden within your souls. While you continue to learn and expand on your spiritual growth, learning, and lessons, you will brighten the light within. Through this practice, you are beginning to realize you are so much more than just a physical being. You know that you are a spiritual being, but want to explore the deeper meaning of it all. How do you reconcile your spiritual self and your earthly world? The world you live in is filled with distractions and time-limited actions which pull you into an endless cycle of lack. The truth is that you only need a few minutes in a day to have a beautiful, healthy relationship with me, your Creator. I ask that you don't dismiss our time together because you don't know how to carve out time when you already feel that there is none. I ask you to speak to me as a loving old friend so that while you drive to work, you may pour out your heart to me. Tell me all your troubles and let go of them. It is through this surrender and trust when you ask that I may assist you. Remember, it is your free will that I have given, so I will not intercede on your behalf unless you ask me to. You and I are never truly separate. It is your earthly teachings that have created that illusion. I dwell in you as you, and I have patiently waited for you to realize that if anyone has left for a time, it was you. I have always been here, and that realization alone should show you how much I love you unconditionally, and I have loved you through all the winters that we were apart. I was waiting patiently for you to come home to yourself and to me. Now, contrary to some belief systems, you know that I am not an angry God, but one of love and forgiveness. I ask that you extend this to yourself first and then to others. You must realize that as you fine-tune your gem within, that there may be others who have yet to discover that beautiful jewel that exists in every human being. Our potential for good or evil is incredible, and as you shine your gemstone, you may see that some have not become aware of their own light as of yet. These souls are still operating in fear, darkness, and under the illusion that we are all separate. They have been mesmerized by the lies that keep them feeling superior to others. It's this type of veil that has you separated from the truth, that you are all one. You're all one from one spark of divinity, and that light is mine. Pray for those that do not have the understanding yet. Do not allow yourself to be hurt by their inability to see. Some may project their anger or hatreds towards you because your light is like a mirror to themselves, and the ego will not allow them to accept it as their own darkness. This is when you must walk away from harm or contempt. It is not asked of you to save or try to convince anyone to choose anything, no matter how difficult it is, and no matter how hurt you have been. Just know that for you to stay angry or filled with unforgiveness is to be no different than those that lack light at this time. To stay angry helps to fortify the darkness on this planet, and you are meant to be filled with light. Surrender and release your pain to me and ask me to take it from you so that I may replace it with light where the hurt once existed. You will heal faster if you will only ask for my assistance. When you're able to do this, you will gather enough light and strength that you can send souls in darkness much light so that they can see and reveal their true divine beauty. You see, it's not the person that's filled with hatred. It's only coming from a place of woundedness and hurt that this comes out. Forgiveness is the key to true freedom for yourself and for others. Pray for them to see the light and to return to light, and you will see that you are my children, and I love you all unconditionally. There is nothing that you could have ever said or done that could change my love for you. Life may show you something, but my love promises everything. There will be so much more to come. Underneath the darkness found in caves, in the damp, cold, and eerie silence, is an opening to the light. I ask that you walk to the doorway, and if you have found your way, then be a living map and a true example to those still lost in the cave. Much love. Okay, so now we're going to begin the reading portion of the message for today. So it feels what is present for the collective right now and the energy that's surrounding many of you. There seems to be a shared tone of an outpouring of blessings that you're wanting for yourselves. Well, also there's a releasing of some old sadness, disappointments, and simply just walking away or not being willing to put up with certain things from certain situations or people anymore. And that's the emotional landscape I feel many of you recognize. There's kind of a quiet presence in the air of releasing that grief and just kind of moving on, not willing to settle for certain things or different situations in your life. So when I feel where this is coming from, there seems to be a root or something that's underlying or underneath that's been building as far as a spark of a new creativity for the collective. I feel that some of you, there may be a history of feeling like you've been unlucky, on the unlucky end of things, as far as flow in your lives at this time. But Spirit wants you to remember that where your thoughts go is where energy flows. So the message of letting go needs to take place here, especially when it comes to firmly putting some roots down. So no matter what may have led you here, it's time to let go of some of those disappointments and really set up a new firm foundation. Where the pressure is feeling the strongest right now, and there's a bit of push and pull for the collective, a little bit of friction seems to be with finances and having your wishes fulfilled. I'm really beginning to feel like there's a crossroads here when it comes towards moving towards your financial prosperity and abundance. There may be a part of you that feels that because you haven't been able to manifest this in the past, or maybe you went through some troubles last year, then there's still some discomfort there. But just realize that this is shifting, and what is beginning to shift is you coming out of that time and space where you're living in your head too much and being able to gently rearrange and have a new beginning and a fresh start, particularly with your finances. Also getting up and dusting yourself off from anything and beginning again that may have been holding you back in the past. So there's a quiet turning point, and it just starting off like you're taking some steps forward. What seems to be underneath this and isn't being spoken here is maybe a quiet layer that some of you have not been going within. And Spirit is once again calling you to do that. That you really need to be able to unravel and unwind yourself, to take your personal power back and go within and listen quietly for direction. And I feel that's what's influencing you at this time. I see there's an invitation here, and a very important one from Spirit for some of you, that there's a gentle nudge towards finding your balance, but not just staying stuck and actually taking some steps forward. I see a lot of the collective being victorious, so the invitation to step forth here. Some of you are almost more than halfway there on your journey, and I see there's also some that are being encouraged to go through the transformation. No matter how powerful or hard it might feel at this time, Spirit says, let's finish this and get through the rebirth process. Because if you do honor this direction that Spirit's giving you, I feel that this is where it starts to open up for you. A spark within your creativity, also within communication. I see many of you being able to tap into your manifestation abilities, and this is what's going to unfold. So there's some potential here for some true happiness. And that could be within home and family for some, and love for some. So now I've pulled a message for the collective for a wish card. And the wish card that we got is one of reminiscing about happier times and wanting to get back and tap into those softer times emotionally. having some happy memories. But I also see that you're going to be creating some in the near future as well. So there'll be a blending of old and happy memories that you'll be taking into the future as you create new ones. So now we'll move on to the message portion. And the very first message is Ignite Creation. Harness innovation, fuel imagination, and witness manifestation as answers unfold in your journey of discovery. The next is Vortex of Creativity. Spiral into your creative vortex, unleashing imaginative power to manifest your dreams into reality. The next message is Go Your Own Way. Trust your intuition and embrace individuality, paving your path with courage and authenticity. Trust in yourself and let your intuition be the compass that leads you through any murky waters. The next message is Embrace Courage. Open your mind and learn from experiences and let answers unfold in the journey. Valley of Shadows. Step into the enveloping Valley of Shadows. Here is where your fears are faced and the courage is forged in dimly lit paths. The next message is Breakthrough. Navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience. Magic Opportunity. Embrace the unexpected. Seize the chance for transformation. The next message is Worthy Goal. Get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life's purpose. Fresh ideas, stay open-minded, inviting new perspectives to enrich your journey and spark creative solutions. Tide of Transition. Embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and flow of life to guide your transformation into love. Ride the current. Embrace change, flow with the rhythm, and release resistance. Answers will unfold in the dance of transition. And the very last message for these here is that the mind is clear. Sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. Act with clarity and focused intentions. Navigate in decisions with clear insight and purpose. And now we have a message from Healing with the Angels, and it's a card of freedom. The angels guide you to freely express your true thoughts and feelings with love. You may feel trapped right now by life's conditions, and by drawing this card, the angels ask you to realize you are the only jailkeeper that ever surfaces in your own life. Whenever you realize you have the power to be free, freedom follows. Everything that you do in your life is by choice, and you are free to choose again. Even prisoners are free to choose their thoughts so they feel peace and happiness under any conditions. The next time you begin a sentence with the words, I have to, please stop and ask God and the angels to show you some alternatives, and they will either help you complete the task from a loving mindset so that you don't feel trapped, or they will guide you to do something else that you do love. The next message comes from the Ascended Masters, and it's from Serapis Bey. He's an Egyptian god of ascension, a bridge between heaven and earth, and he's like the ultimate life coach who motivates people to take good care of themselves physically, spiritually, and emotionally. You can call upon Serapis Bey whenever you need additional energy and motivation to take action. And in his message card, the message is, Go now. It's either time for you to go away from a toxic situation or towards something desirable. This card signals that it's the right time to make your move. The conditions are ripe and perfect, and the universe is poised to support your move. The next message is from the Magical Fairies, and the card is New Career. Your work focus is shifting in positive, new, and successful directions. Ask the fairies to help you with your dreams and fears about your career. The universe is responding to your spoken and silent desires to have a fulfilling and meaningful profession. This is a reminder to keep your thoughts positive and to continue taking good action steps such as getting additional education, networking with people in the industry that you'd like to work in, updating and sending out your resume and marketing materials, and engaging in creative pursuits daily. Action combined with prayer opens doors for you. And the last message we have is from Archangel Michael, and it is one that says, Be gentle with yourself. Archangel Michael is guiding you towards honoring your sensitivity, emotionally and physically. You've been pushing yourself too hard while often berating yourself for imperfections, which are just in your imagination. This card serves as a reminder that you're doing the best that you can circumstances that you're dealing with. So give yourself a break. Slow down and be good to yourself. Possible and specific means. Remove yourself from a harsh situation or relationship. Eat a more healthy diet. Avoid chemicals in your food and environment. Get more sleep. Switch to a gentler form of exercise. Speak lovingly about yourself and others. Quiet time is needed. And the prayer that goes with this is, Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle and nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may be experiencing lasting inner peace. So if this message has resonated, I will see you Sunday and Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. for the next collective reading. Until then, I want to thank you and follow gently, and together we will rise.